Welcome back to the Scream Files. Today, we're exploring 5 of the most catastrophic natural disasters in recorded history. These events, ranging from powerful earthquakes to massive tsunamis, reshaped entire regions and claimed countless lives. Join us as we count down the deadliest disasters ever documented and uncover the haunting stories of survival, loss, and human resilience that followed in their wake. On December 26, 2004, a massive undersea earthquake with a magnitude of 9.1 to 9.3 struck off the coast of Sumatra, Indonesia. It was one of the most powerful earthquakes ever recorded, and it triggered a tsunami that would become one of the deadliest in history. Waves up to 100 feet high raced across the Indian Ocean, striking the coasts of Indonesia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, India, and even reaching as far as Africa. Over 200,000 people died across 14 countries. Entire communities were wiped out in minutes. In Banda Aceh, Indonesia, one of the hardest hit areas, more than 150,000 lives were lost. What made this disaster especially tragic was the lack of a warning system. Many people saw the ocean recede and didn't know it was a sign of the tsunami's approach. Survivor testimonies recall the eerie silence before the wave and the roar as it crashed through buildings like paper.
We listened to the wave breaking on the beach. There was a big bang as it came through those trees. I suppose we'd reached about here before we were washed away.
On January 23, 1556, in China's Shanxi province, an earthquake estimated at 8.0 magnitude devastated the region. While that number may not sound extreme today, what makes this event shocking is the death toll. An estimated 800,000 people perished, making it the deadliest earthquake in recorded history. Many residents at the time lived in homes carved into the soft cliffs. When the earthquake struck, these cave dwellings collapsed instantly, burying entire families. The landscape was so drastically altered that mountains changed shape, rivers shifted, and some regions sank into the ground. Even centuries later, the Shanxi earthquake remains a grim reminder of nature's power and how geography and infrastructure can amplify destruction. Located in present-day Indonesia, Mount Tambora erupted on April 10, 1815, in what is now considered the largest volcanic eruption in recorded human history. The explosion was heard over 1,200 miles away, and ash was ejected over 25 miles into the atmosphere. The eruption released so much volcanic gas and ash that it blocked sunlight, causing the infamous Year Without a Summer in 1816. Crops failed worldwide, snow fell in June in North America, famine spread through Europe. In total, around 90,000 people died, mostly from starvation and disease following the eruption. The sky turned dark, temperatures dropped, and the global weather patterns were disrupted for years. In the summer of 1931, a combination of unusually heavy snowmelt, excessive rainfall, and overflowing rivers led to the worst flood in recorded history, centered around China's Yangtze, Yellow, and Haiyu rivers. By the time the waters receded, up to 4 million people had died, either by drowning, starvation, or disease. Entire towns were submerged, fields were destroyed, refugees lined riverbanks desperate for aid. Cannibalism and suicide were reported in some of the hardest hit regions due to the sheer scale of desperation. The Chinese government at the time was overwhelmed, and international aid efforts struggled to reach the millions affected. To this day, the 1931 China floods remain the deadliest natural disaster in terms of human lives lost. Roughly 66 million years ago, a 6-mile-wide asteroid slammed into Earth near what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact created the Chicxulub crater and unleashed forces greater than 1 billion nuclear bombs. The immediate aftermath was apocalyptic. A fireball incinerated everything within hundreds of miles. Tsunamis thousands of feet high radiated across oceans. Dust and debris blocked out the sun for months, killing plant life and causing a global nuclear winter. This event led to the extinction of around 75% of all life on Earth, including the dinosaurs. From sudden quakes to slow rising tides, from volcanic winters to deadly waves, these disasters remind us of Earth's unpredictable power, but they also remind us of our resilience, of communities that rebuild, and of science that evolves. If you found this video fascinating, consider subscribing for more deep dives into true crime, mystery, and the untold stories of our world. And let me know in the comments, which disaster shocked you the most? Thanks for watching, and as always, stay aware and stay safe.